When someone loses housing, they do not just lose a bed. They lose a bathroom. They lose an outlet. They lose a sink. They lose a refrigerator, a shower, a mailbox, a safe place to charge a phone, and the ability to sit down without being asked what they are doing there. That is why urban survival is not one big dramatic event. It is a daily map of tiny resources. In 2024, the federal point-in-time count found 771,480 people experiencing homelessness in the United States on a single night. At the same time, the Census Bureau reported that in 2023, nearly half of measured renter households spent more than 30% of income on housing costs. Those numbers describe pressure, but they do not describe the minute-by-minute reality of being outside. The reality is this: you need water before lunch. You need a bathroom before anyone will treat you like a customer. You need a charged phone to apply for jobs, talk to family, check shelter availability, receive benefits, and call for help. You need places where you can exist without creating conflict. This video breaks down 25 types of places where people experiencing homelessness often look for water, power, bathrooms, and basic relief. This is for education only. Every city is different. Rules vary. Businesses and public spaces have the right to set policies. The safest approach is always to be respectful, follow posted rules, ask when needed, and avoid trespassing or misuse. Number 1. Public libraries. Libraries are one of the most important survival spaces in America. They often provide bathrooms, outlets, Wi-Fi, water fountains, warmth in winter, cooling in summer, and a place to sit quietly. For someone without housing, a library can be the difference between being disconnected and being reachable. The rule is simple: respect the space, keep belongings contained, do not block walkways, use headphones. Libraries are not shelters, but they are lifelines. Number 2. Community centers. Many city-run community centers have restrooms, water fountains, lobby seating, bulletin boards, and information about local programs. Some offer charging stations, cooling rooms, warming rooms, or referrals. They are often less crowded than libraries and more connected to social services. Number 3. Parks with public restrooms. Parks can provide bathrooms, drinking fountains, shaded seating, and sometimes bottle filling stations. The risk is inconsistency. Restrooms may be locked, seasonal, poorly maintained, or closed at night. Experienced people learn hours and backup locations. Number 4. Recreation centers. A public recreation center may have water, bathrooms, lockers, showers, or day passes. Some cities offer discounted access for low-income residents. Even when showers are not free, staff may know where free hygiene services are available. Number 5. Transit stations. Bus terminals, train stations, and major transit hubs often have bathrooms, seating, outlets, and water. They also have security and rules. The safest use is short, respectful, and purposeful. Charge briefly, use the restroom, check routes, move on. Number 6. Hospitals. Emergency rooms are not general shelters, and they should not be misused. But hospitals may be places where people access urgent care, restrooms, water, and social workers when there is a medical need. Many hospitals have discharge planners or community resource lists. Number 7. Clinics and federally qualified health centers. These can be more appropriate than hospitals for non-emergency needs. They may offer bathrooms, water, charging while waiting, and referrals to housing, food, mental health support, or case management. Number 8. Churches and faith centers. Many faith communities operate meal programs, warming rooms, clothing closets, laundry days, or resource desks. Not every church has services, and not every building is open. The best approach is to check posted outreach hours or call ahead when possible. Number 9. Day shelters. A day shelter is different from an overnight shelter. It may provide bathrooms, showers, mail service, charging, laundry, case management, water, meals, and a safe place to be during business hours. In many cities, day shelters are the backbone of survival routines. Number 10. Outreach nonprofit offices. Homeless outreach organizations often know where people can shower, charge, eat, and access documents. Even if they do not provide everything on site, they can provide the map. The map is often more valuable than one bottle of water. Number 11. Soup kitchens and meal programs. People think of these only as food sources, but they may also provide bathrooms, water, charging, hygiene kits, clothing, and information. The key is schedule. Most meal programs operate on specific days and hours. Missing the window means waiting another day. Number 12. Food pantries. Food pantries usually focus on groceries, but many also offer water, hygiene supplies, diapers, pet food, or referral sheets. Some require identification or proof of residency. Others do not. Rules differ widely. Number 13. Laundromats. A laundromat can be a critical resource because clean clothes affect health, employment, and dignity. Some have bathrooms, vending water, outlets, and utility sinks. But laundromats are private businesses. Buying a wash or asking respectfully matters. Do not treat the space like a shelter. Number 14. Grocery stores. Large grocery stores often have bathrooms, drinking fountains, and places to buy low-cost ready food. Some have seating areas. The line between being a customer and loitering can be thin, so people often use grocery stores briefly and respectfully. Number 15. Big box stores. Stores like supermarkets, department stores, or large retail chains may have bathrooms, water fountains, and public seating near entrances. They can be useful during extreme heat or cold. But policies vary by location, and staff attention increases when people bring many belongings inside. Number 16. Fast food restaurants. Fast food places are common sources of bathrooms, water, outlets, and temporary warmth. The safest approach is to buy something small if possible, keep the stay short, clean up, and avoid conflict. Many locations restrict bathrooms because of past issues, so this resource is not guaranteed. Number 17. Coffee shops. Coffee shops are better for Wi-Fi and charging but harder without money. Some staff are kind. Some enforce strict customer-only policies. A small purchase can buy time, but relying on coffee shops daily can become expensive. Number 18. College campuses. Public campuses may have libraries, bathrooms, water fountains, outdoor outlets, and food events. However, access rules vary, and some buildings require student ID. Outdoor areas and public-facing facilities are safer than restricted buildings. Number 19. Public government buildings. City halls, county offices, social service buildings, and courthouses may provide bathrooms, water, charging and waiting areas, and access to public assistance. Security is common. Bring identification if possible. Follow rules carefully. Number 20. Workforce centers. Job centers can offer computer access, phone charging, bathrooms, water, resume help, and employment listings. For someone trying to climb out of homelessness, a workforce center is not just a resource stop. It can be part of the exit route. Number 21. Cooling centers and warming centers. During extreme weather, cities may open temporary centers. These can provide water, bathrooms, outlets, seating, and sometimes cots. The problem is awareness. People often miss them because information spreads slowly. Checking city websites, 211 lines, libraries, and outreach teams can help. Number 22. Public pools or shower programs. Some cities, nonprofits, gyms, or recreation centers provide shower access. A shower is not cosmetic. It prevents infections, protects employment chances, and restores basic dignity. For many people, a shower is the difference between being ignored and being treated normally. Number 23. Gyms with low-cost memberships. This is not free, but it can be one of the lowest-cost ways to access showers, bathrooms, water, and climate control. Some people living in vehicles use cheap gym memberships as part of their hygiene system. The risk is losing access if payments fail or rules are broken. Number 24. Mutual aid tables and street outreach events. These are often organized by local volunteers. They may provide bottled water, batteries, socks, hygiene items, meals, charging banks, or service referrals. They are not always consistent, but in many neighborhoods, they fill gaps larger systems miss. Number 25. 211 and local resource hotlines. This is not a physical place, but it may be the most important entry point. In many areas of the United States, dialing 211 connects people to local resources for shelter, food, utilities, healthcare, and crisis support. A charged phone and the right number can turn a confusing city into a usable map. The pattern across all 25 places is not freeloading. It is resource navigation. People who survive outside build routes. Morning might be library, water, and charging. Midday might be a meal program. Afternoon might be a workforce center. Evening might be a warming center if one is open. The next day is different because schedules change, staff change, weather changes, and rules change. The hardest part is that none of these resources replace housing. A bathroom is not a home. A library chair is not a bedroom. A water fountain is not a kitchen. But when rent is out of reach and shelters are full or inaccessible, these small resources become the infrastructure of survival. There are also rules that experienced people learn quickly. Do not rely on one location. Do not draw attention by overstaying. Do not leave trash. Do not argue with staff. Do not assume a bathroom will be open tomorrow because it was open today. Keep backup water when possible. Keep a paper list of addresses because phones die. Treat every public space like access can disappear. And for people who are housed, there is a lesson here. The small things we barely notice are enormous when you do not have a door. An outlet is not just an outlet. It is a job application. A water fountain is not just a water fountain. It is a safer day. A bathroom is not just a convenience. It is dignity. Urban survival is not about beating the city. It is about understanding it without breaking it. It is knowing where help is when doors open, who treats people with respect, and how to keep moving through a system that was not designed for life without an address. Nobody should have to memorize 25 places to find what a home normally provides in one room, but many people do. And until housing is available, affordable, and reachable, that map is survival. There is also a hierarchy to these resources. Water comes first because dehydration makes every other problem harder. Bathrooms come next because hygiene affects health, employment, and how other people treat you. Power is third because a dead phone can cut someone off from work, family, maps, benefits, shelter openings, and emergency calls. Food matters constantly, but food programs are often schedule-based, which means timing becomes part of survival. The most experienced people do not think in single stops. They think in routes. A good route connects a morning bathroom, a charging point, a meal, a safe place to sit, a water refill, and an evening option. A bad route leaves someone walking miles between resources while carrying everything they own. That walking costs energy, damages feet, and increases exposure to weather. This is why shoes and socks become part of urban resource strategy. A free meal across town may not be free if reaching it destroys your feet. A charging outlet is less useful if you have to leave before the phone reaches 10%. A public restroom is more valuable if it is near water, shade, transit, and a place where staff do not treat people like a problem. For creators making videos in this niche, the strongest angle is not simply listing places. It is showing how those places connect into a daily system. Viewers stay longer when they understand the logic behind the map. They want to know why a library in the morning is different from a library at closing time, why a park restroom is useful but unreliable, why one small power bank can protect a job interview, and why carrying a paper list still matters in the age of smartphones. The emotional point is simple. A city can be full of resources and still be brutal if those resources are scattered, restricted, temporary, or hidden behind rules. People without housing are not just looking for free things. They are trying to rebuild the functions of a home across dozens of public and semi-public places, one stop at a time.